Hi, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Today I'm going to be talking about my March and April favorites. So I am going to be focusing on skincare today, my favorites from the last couple of months that I have just been absolutely loving. There are actually so many favorites that I have to talk to you about, but what I'm going to be doing is really focusing in on 4 brands that I've been loving, and I'm going to talk about 2 products from each of the brands that I have just really been enjoying and that are kind of like the highlights from the last couple of months. I'm going to start with the brand Furtuna Skin, which is a relatively new brand to me. I've been using their products now for about 3 to 4 months and have just absolutely fallen in love with everything that I've been using. So I would say the brand as a whole is definitely a favorite over these last couple of months. But like I said, I'm going to narrow it down to a couple of products for each of these brands so that this video isn't too long and so that I can really kind of dive into each product so you get an idea about each product and the ingredients. But let's talk about Furtuna Skin just in general, just so that you can have a background about the brand. They are definitely a eco luxury brand, which you can just see. Let me just show you real quickly. One of the products, you'll see here that the packaging is just absolutely beautiful. They have this wax seal that is embedded into their glass jars that I just think is such an incredibly beautiful touch. The products come in really nice, heavy boxes. I'll show you this in a moment when I just mention this real quickly. This isn't one of the products that I'm going to be focusing on, but I will show you what it looks like inside. So just really luxe packaging. The ingredients, of course, are just absolutely beautiful, which we'll get into in a second here. The brand is based in Sicily. They have a Sicilian estate, which they purchased a small piece of land, which originally belonged to one of the owner's grandmothers. They are very devoted to regenerative farming, sustainability, biodiversity of the land. They're just truly stewards of this land. They have also helped benefit the Sicilian economy. If you know anything about that at all, I don't know a huge amount about the Sicilian economy, but I do know that it is not doing very well. There's a lot of unemployment there, so they employ a very large amount of Sicilians on their land and with their business, so they've done a lot for the Sicilian economy. I also did an Instagram live with Kim Walls, who is one of the co-founders of Furtuna Skin, and she is just a huge wealth of knowledge. She is their master formulator. And she, like I said, she did this live with me over on Instagram. I'll link that down below so that you can learn way more about Furtuna Skin than I have time to do here with you. So anyway, they are just a really incredible company with a lot of integrity, incredible ingredients, and you know, it is on the expensive side. I do have a code, which is Trish15 for 15% off. So that does help offset a little bit of the price. So, you know, it definitely sits in that price range of like African Botanics or Tata Harper. For me, Furtuna Skin definitely resonates way more deeply with me than either of those brands. I would much rather support Furtuna Skin and what they're all about, as well as put their products on my skin. I just really feel like their products are way more nurturing, and I don't know, I know the word resonate is just kind of such a buzzword at this point, but I can just kind of feel that life force in their products more so than other like high-end eco-luxury brands that I've tried in the past. And even like Augustinus Bader, I do have a product sample from his line that just, you know, it's okay, but it's nothing amazing. So anyway, enough talk about that. Let's go ahead and dive into the products that I want to focus on here. I do have the Bi-Phase Moisturizing Oil. This is the product that I spoke about in my actives video where I talked about vitamin C. There is vitamin C in here. So I'm not going to talk about this one here in this video, but just wanted to mention to you that I do have this product. Absolutely love it. Highly recommend it if you're looking for an oil like this. And then I do have this box set. This is the day and night cream set. So this is what it looks like when you open it up. And this is the daily renewal cream, and then this is the nightly renewal cream. And I'm just gonna say real quickly that I absolutely love both of these creams. I do use both of them at nighttime. I use the daily one at night, and then of course I use the night one at nighttime. I absolutely love both of these creams. They are truly that definition of eco luxury. I just can't speak highly enough about them, but like I said, I'm only deep diving into 2 products here, and these are not the ones, but I just wanted to give a huge shout out to this set. I think it's an incredible way to experience those creams if you are interested in creams. What I am going to do though is talk about the 2 cleansers that they have that I am just so in love with. I actually did a demo of the Furtuna cleansing oil balm over on Instagram. I'll try to link that down below if you're interested in seeing that demo. But like I said, this is their cleansing oil balm. This is a double cleanse in one. So basically that means their organic olive oil in here is going to dissolve SPF, makeup, and debris. And then the organic olive leaf water is going to rinse away water-soluble particles like dirt and pollutants. And additionally, there's also soapwort in here, which is going to be clarifying for the skin. And that is kind of one of these new technologies where you're blending old world herbal ingredients with new technologies. So they've created that into a very gentle surfactant to help cleanse your skin. You'll see here that it is a solid balm. And I'll go ahead and take some out here. And then what I'll do is I'll try to insert that demo that I was telling you about from Instagram so that you'll see that once you apply the water, it turns into a milky oil and then it just rinses clean. I also want to mention that there is fermented Sicilian manna in here, which is a nutrient-rich sap, which helps provide moisture and nourishment. There's also chicory extract, mallow extract, and nettle extract in here. And then there's also a very, very light scent of magnolia oil. I believe it's magnolia leaf essential oil. And it's the only essential oil that they use in this product. Hardly any of their products have essential oil. I believe that this is one of their only products. I believe the biphase oil has the magnolia essential oil in it. And then I think they have like a healing balm. I'm forgetting the name of it. I think that's actually being sent to me soon so that I could try that out. But the balm that you leave on your skin, you know, like overnight, I think that has the magnolia essential oil in it as well. So anyway, I have just absolutely fallen in love with this cleansing balm. I think it is just gorgeous. And I really love to pair it with the micellar cleansing essence. So this acts like a traditional micellar water cleanser, as well as a pH balancer of a toner. And it also gives you the antioxidants of an essence. So this has a olive enriched micelle surfactant system, which is going to help draw out the impurities. And then this also contains their botanically infused olive leaf water, which is just loaded with antioxidants. This also has Anchusa azurea, which is a very special plant that is specific to the Mediterranean region. I don't know if it's specific to Sicily in particular, but definitely to the Mediterranean, which is also loaded with antioxidants. This also has chicory leaf, mallow leaf extract. It also has oat protein, so that's gonna be very calming to the skin. I have just really fallen in love with this as well. And like I said, I like to use these 2 together at nighttime. So I'll use this first and then I will end with this micellar cleansing essence. And I have never really been a big fan of micellar, waters. But with this one, I feel differently because this has just such beautiful skincare ingredients in it. And I love that the surfactant in here is coming from those olive micelles. So I just don't feel that that is going to be harming my skin in any way. So far, my skin has just really been loving this. I have not had any bad reactions to it. In fact, I feel like when I do my whole Furtuna Skin routine at nighttime, when I cleanse with the balm, and then I do the second cleanse with the micelle essence, and then you know what? I actually did forget. I do have another product upstairs. I knew I was forgetting one of the Furtuna Skin products, and I'll just post it right here so I don't have to run upstairs. I do have their serum. So what I'll do is I'll cleanse, then I use their serum, and then I use their oil, and then I'll use one of their creams on top of that. When I do that whole skincare routine at nighttime, I just wake up with beautiful, soft, glowing skin, and I can still feel this cream on my skin when I wake up in the morning. So yeah, I've just been loving this whole line, and I've just really been enjoying it. Huge, huge favorite over these last couple of months. But if I had to pick two just real stars of the show from this line for me, it's definitely been these two. Like if I could only pick two out of what I have, I would definitely choose these two. So my next favorite for March and April is Yina, and I have been loving this brand for years and years. And if you are not familiar with Yina, they are a skincare line that is very deeply rooted in traditional Chinese medicine, and they also embody modern wellness rituals. The founders, Angela and Irvina, have a great depth of knowledge when it comes to traditional Chinese medicine. And in fact, Irvina is a registered TCM dermatologist. And I have spoken about their products a great deal over the years. And they did a rebrand. I can't remember exactly how long ago they did the rebrand, but it is absolutely beautiful. And I did talk about the Nourish Botanical Serum in my actives video where I focused on retinoids and the botanical retinols, you know, like bakuchiol and mothbean. This one has bakuchiol in it. Absolutely love this one. And then I have used this one for years too. This is the Bioadaptive Cleanser. This has white tea extract in it, kale and clay, mushroom extracts. It is a gorgeous clay-based cleanser. If you like that type of cleanser, I highly recommend this one. But those are not the two that I'm going to be focusing on here today. I'm going to be focusing on the Essential Mist with prebiotics and tremelia in it. And this is a new product for me because I was very, very familiar with their other hydrosols, or I can't remember what they called them in the past. But anyway, they used to have 4 mists that were in conjunction with the seasons. That's how their line used to be framed before they did their relaunch. And I was absolutely in love. I think it was the fall one that had osmanthus in it, and I was so sad when they discontinued that. So I was a little leery about their new one. I wasn't too sure how much I was going to like it. Now, I still am lamenting the osmanthus one being gone, but I really do love this one a lot. I have really fallen in love with it. And let's just talk about the mist here because it is a very unique mist. It's interesting because it's very fine and it feels very good going on the skin. But even though it's got a fine mist, it does a really nice job of drenching your skin. So it feels very satisfying. So sometimes when you get those mists that really drench your skin, they can be kind of aggressive. So this is that happy medium of really drenching your skin very gently. So I really, really like the actual mechanics of the mist and how it feels on your skin. The scent is really beautiful. It's that nice blend of white tea and a rose water base, which is going to give you beautiful antioxidants. It's very soothing, very balancing. And then just this scent is just very refreshing, but also very relaxing. So really, really love the scent. This also has a reparative blend of prebiotics. There's East Asian medicinal plants like ginseng and tremelia in here. So it's loaded, like I said, with antioxidants, micronutrients for hydration, protection, and also to help prep your skin for the nourishing products that you're going to be putting on top of it. So like I said, it's just very soothing to the skin. It leaves it very nice and dewy. And like I said, I've just completely fallen in love with this and highly, highly recommend it. And then the other gorgeous, gorgeous product that I have absolutely fallen in love with from Yina is their Hydra Cloud Cream. This is a very lightweight hydrating cream that's going to brighten your skin, even your complexion, as well as just help smooth any texture issues that you might have. And speaking of texture, the texture of this cream is absolutely gorgeous. It's just kind of like that whipped cloud. I mean, Hydra Cloud is the perfect name for this product. It really does just go on like a silky, silky cloud. It feels incredible. And it does kind of have that gel cream texture. It just feels silky smooth. Oh, it's just really heavenly. And it's got niacinamide in here. There's a ginseng complex, fatty acids, adaptogens, as well as rice germ oil, squalane, glycerin, ceramides, Centella asiatica, green tea, licorice. I mean, just a gorgeous roster of ingredients. And the scent, kind of like a herbal type scent, a little bit more on the bitter side, less on the sweet herbal side, and just kind of has like a refreshing type of scent. And then as it dissipates, it does actually get a little bit sweeter. And then it just kind of goes away, I would say, after about 5 or 10 minutes. It definitely does not linger for very long at all. So both of these products, the mist and the cream from Yina, just absolutely beautiful. Love them both so much. Huge, huge highlights over these last several months, and just really, really love them both. Oh, and before I forget, I do want to show you the boxes because they are just so gorgeous. I think I showed off the box from the nourishing cream in that actives video that I was telling you about, which is also really lovely. And then these boxes are just super gorgeous as well. So my next favorite brand is Nini Organics, which is, I'm sure, no big surprise for you all. I've been loving Nini Organics for quite some time now. Just real quickly, you guys, I still am just so in love with Rain as well as Crimson Beauty. Rain is an absolutely gorgeous mist slash essence with a little bit of lactic acid in it, so you guys know that I love that. Actually, I did talk about this in the actives video that I did where I spoke about lactic acid. And then this is Crimson Beauty, just a gorgeous hydrating serum. So I just wanted to make a quick mention of these two. But the ones that I'm going to be focusing on here today are the Violet AHA and BHA resurfacing mask, as well as the Otopia cream cleanser. So let's talk about Violet first. This is such a gentle resurfacing mask. I mean, I just want to say that like resurfacing sounds so aggressive, but this could not be more gentle. Let me just show you the beautiful color of it. And the texture is like the silkiest honey you could ever. It's going to be really hard to show you, but just it's so super smooth and slick. It's just incredible. So I wrote down in my notes that it feels like slick honey, and there's no scent, so it doesn't smell like honey, but it just feels like, if you could imagine just like the slickest, silkiest honey, and just applying that to your face, to me, that's what it feels like. So like I said, there's no scent in here. There are no essential oils. It is made for sensitive skin. And how they describe it on the website is there's sort of like 3 phases of action for this product. So the first one is exfoliation. So there's glycolic acid and lactic acid in here that's going to help remove dead skin cells. The second phase is that your skin gets drenched with beautiful nutrients from superfoods that are going to help brighten your skin. So for instance, there's vitamin C from cockadoo plum, goji berry, baobab extracts. And then the phase 3 is plumping and hydrating your skin from hyaluronic acid. And then there's also butterfly pea and glycerin, which is going to help soothe the skin. So what you want to do is you want to clean your skin. You want to make sure your skin is completely dry. You can leave this on for 15 minutes. They recommend at least 15 minutes, but you can leave it on for longer. I've definitely left this on my skin for much longer than 15 minutes. But I will say that my skin is definitely pretty resilient when it comes to these types of masks, at least masks that are made for sensitive skin. I can leave them on for 45 minutes up to an hour with no problem at all. But like I said, my skin is pretty resilient when it comes to that. If you have sensitive skin, then you probably just want to do the 15 minutes. And then how you remove it is they recommend, spritzing your face with Rain, or you can just add water. It turns into a milky texture and then it just rinses off clean. It's absolutely gorgeous. It definitely makes your skin feel super soft after you do this mask, and I really love it, and I highly recommend it if you are looking for something like this. It is available over at Beauty Heroes. I believe all the Nini Organics line is available over there, but if you order over at the Nini Organics website and you spend at least 150 pounds, so it is a British brand, so it's in pounds over there. If you spend 150 pounds, you will get a free Rain, the 100 ml size, and this is the 100 ml size, you will get a free Rain essence and free international shipping. So if you're interested in picking up several products over at Nini Organics, then that is definitely an amazing gift with purchase. But anyway, let's get back to Otopia. So this is a gorgeous cream cleanser, very thick and rich, feels so luxurious and incredible putting this on your skin. It has a ceramide rich rice bran in here, gluten-free oats, niacinamide, ceramides, oatmeal, calendula, hemp seed oil, argan oil. And the reason why I am mentioning this is I definitely love this. I think it's a great cleanser to use, is that it's really nice to combine these two together. And I love creating kind of like a bespoke mask with these two products. That was a little hint from Alex, one of the owners of Nini Organics. So love those two together. Huge favorite from these last couple of months. And then lastly, we have Bloomeffects, and I don't think this is going to be any big surprise for you guys either. I have fallen in love with Bloomeffects. Everything I have tried from them has been absolutely amazing. And actually Bloomeffects is featured in the April Boxwalla Beauty Box. I don't know if they have sold out yet or if they're still available. If you can still get the box, I will definitely link that down below. And if you didn't catch my review of the April Boxwalla Beauty Box, which like I said, features Bloomeffects, I will go ahead and link that up above here, but I'm sure you can imagine that I highly recommended that. But anyway, if you've been watching my videos, you know that I am absolutely in love with the Black Tulip Overnight Retinoid Serum. I also talked about this in my retinoid video. Absolutely love this one. I've spoken about it so many times. So if you've been frequenting my channel, you know how much I love it. If this is your first time here, then definitely go check out my recent video where I did talk about retinoids, because I do dive into this one a lot more. Also in that retinoid video, I did mention their Black Tulip eye treatment. And even though this doesn't have a retinoid in it, the active in here is azelaic acid. So in that video, I kind of talked about azelaic acid as like a little bonus active that I discussed. And so I did talk about this product in that video. So yeah, I really love both of these. Their whole Black Tulip line is actually really incredible. So I am still loving both of those. Definitely favorites from these last 2 months, but the ones that I really do want to highlight are the Tulip Dew Mineral Sunscreen Serum, as well as the Tulip Tint Lip and Cheek Balm. And let's go ahead and dive into the sunscreen serum first. This is made with non-nano zinc oxide. It has an SPF of 50. It's going to obviously help protect from both UVA and UVB rays, as well as blue light and free radicals. There's niacinamide in here, and as usual, it has their proprietary Dutch tulip complex in here. That is what they're known for. That is basically like the basis of their whole branding. And this tulip complex is rich in antioxidants, amino acids. It's going to help soften the skin. There's also allantoin in here, as well as bisabolol, which I believe bisabolol is derived from chamomile. So both of those are going to help soothe the skin. So this gives a very dewy finish. So I will go ahead and put some on my skin. And you do really need to shake this up very, very well. And I will say that there typically is a cap on here, which I can't find. And typically if I can't find a cap, that means I'm using the product quite a bit. So anyway, you gotta shake it up really, really well. And you'll see here that it has a tint to kind of help offset that zinc. And then I'm just gonna keep rubbing it in here. For me, I don't have any issues with white cast. When it comes to this, I obviously can't speak to darker skin tones and how that would blend in. So if you do have a darker complexion than I do and you've used this product, please do chime in down below. But hopefully you can kind of see that sort of dewy finish, because it definitely has a dewy finish. And when I use this product, I like to either give a light dusting of my Jane Iredale Pure Pressed base on top to just kind of tone it down a little bit, or else I find that it makes for a great, almost like a primer, or I guess I should just say it makes for a really good foundation to apply the Manasi skin enhancers on top of. Because as I've mentioned before, if you watched my full face of Manasi video, it is really nice to have a product that's very moisturizing and dewy underneath that Manasi skin enhancer, which has been a tip that you guys gave me, which has really allowed me to enjoy the Manasi skin enhancers a lot more. So this is a product that is really, really nice underneath, like I said, the Manasi skin enhancer. And I love the fact that this is SPF 50. I love the fact that it has beautiful skin loving ingredients in it. It feels really great on the skin. It really doesn't have that much of a scent. It's got maybe a slight kind of like sunscreeny type scent. It's almost sort of like that beachy type sunscreen scent, which dissipates very quickly in my opinion. If you are very, very averse to any kind of scent in your skincare, you would maybe notice this a little bit, but for me, and I am actually very, very sensitive to scents in my skincare, this one doesn't bother me at all. I hardly notice it at all, but it is definitely there. And like I said, as far as I can recall, I do feel like it dissipates over, I don't know, I would say maybe like 10 to 15 minutes. But as I mentioned, it doesn't bother me at all. So now moving on to my last favorite from March and April from Bloomeffects is the Tulip Tint Lip and Cheek Balm. And there are 3 colors. There is Petal Pink, there is Crispa Coral, and there is Stroop Waffle. And these have a very dewy finish. These contain jojoba oil, shea butter. It also has the Dutch Tulip Complex in it. And what's really interesting about these that I love that I don't want to forget to mention are these tubes are made from wood. They are called wood tubes. They are from 95% renewable sources and they are made from sawdust. So again, really great on the sustainability from Bloomeffects. And if you did get the box from Boxwalla and that cleanser that they have that comes in a tube, same thing. It's also made from the wood tube. So I just think that that is really incredible. So let me show you the colors really quickly. And you'll see here that the top of the tube is flat so that when you squeeze out the product, then all I have to do is just sweep my finger across it and then just apply directly to my cheeks. And this is Stroop Waffle that I'm applying today, and it's what I have on my cheeks today. And Stroop Waffle is kind of a tawny, rosy pink. So it's like a warm, brownish pink, and I love it. Bloomeffects reached out to me to see if they could send me any products, and this was the color I thought I would really like. And then they ended up sending me all of the colors, which was very generous and very sweet. So I will show you all the colors, and I ended up really liking all of them. It's kind of hard to pick a favorite, actually. But yeah, so this is Stroop Waffle. And so anyway, I just wanted to demonstrate to you how easy it is to use this product. So there's no muss, no fuss on my fingers, not messy at all. I don't feel like I have to apply it to the back of my hand. So there's no extra step. I just, like I said, I just squeeze out a little bit, swipe it off the top and apply it directly to my cheeks. So it's very easy to use, very low maintenance, and I just really enjoy that aspect about it. So this has kind of changed my mind in terms of using blush products that are in a tube format. So I will swatch Stroop Waffle for you on the back of my hand. So that is Stroop Waffle. Like I said, kind of a nice sort of like tawny pinky color. And then this is Petal Pink, and I will put that right down below it so you can see the difference, because there is a really big difference between Stroop Waffle and Petal Pink. Petal Pink is more of a cool toned pink. And actually, let me turn the light off here because it's getting a little bit blasted by the light. So you can see the difference between Stroop Waffle on the top. And then Crispa Coral was a color I did not think I would want to wear because coral colors usually turn me off right away. Not a big coral lover on my cheeks. But this one is actually, I'll have it kind of heavy here on my hand. So on the top is Stroop Waffle, and then we have Petal Pink, and then Crispa Coral. I'm gonna shear out Crispa Coral. You can kind of see that it turns more earthy and a little bit more brown, not super coral. So Crispa Coral has actually turned out to be a big surprise for me. I actually really like wearing it. I find that it's very wearable for me. And yeah, I just really enjoy it. And even though it says it in the name, I will reiterate that they are lip and cheek tints so that you can use these on your lips. So they are very flexible, very wearable. As I mentioned, and you can probably tell, I'm gonna take a little bit more of Stroop Waffle and put it on my cheeks so that you can just see again how kind of sheer they are and how dewy they are. But I really like that a lot. It definitely lends itself to the type of makeup look that I like to have. But if you are not somebody who likes that dewy finish in your cheek products, you probably wouldn't like this. But if you like that real kind of dewy, sheer finish on your cheek products, then you would absolutely love these. And then I'm also gonna take a little bit of the extra and put this on my lips. Right now on my lips, I have Merit's Baby with a little bit of their taupe lip gloss on top. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of the Bloomeffects Stroop Waffle, and forgive me while I use my viewfinder as my mirror. But yeah, I think it's such a great product. I really, really love these. Let me just get the name right. The Tulip Tint Lip and Cheek Balm. I think these are fabulous. So highly, highly recommend. Obviously, they are a big favorite of mine over these last couple of months, and I was not expecting to like them as much as I do. But yeah, highly, highly recommend them if you like this type of effect on your cheeks and lips. So that wraps it up, you guys. Those are my favorites from March and April. Please do let me know what you guys have been loving. I always love to hear from you down below. If you have any video recommendations, I am always up for new ideas for videos to do. So do drop those down below or just say hello, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.